And welcome to the final regular season video here of the March to October series with the Toronto Blue Jays. After this, we will officially be in the playoffs, and likely after this video, I would think only 3 more episodes of the Blue Jays. I don't know, we might stretch out the playoffs a little bit just considering I don't want to go, a full 30-minute video per series. But we'll see what happens. We'll see where this series does take us. But this will be the final episode here of the regular season. And the Blue Jays, they're on pace to break the wins records. We're going to start this one off against the Orioles, and we're going to jump straight into the game, and they're going to tell us we're in a rain delay. A great way to start off the video. And folks, if you haven't yet, make sure that subscribe button down below for more LB22 the show here on the channel. So I guess we're just going to bring in Adam Cimber to start up this game. Yeah, okay, so Cimber's going to come in, who, by the way, is having an excellent season. He's only pitched 24 innings, though, but still an ERA of less than 0. It's 0.75 for the Submariner. And yeah, this will be the final regular season episode for the Blue Jays series. We didn't really have much difficulty playing in this one at All-Star. Going back on it, maybe I should have played this on Hall of Fame because it would have been more of a challenge. But how many games have we jumped into that we haven't won? I don't think there's been many. Even the ones that we were down, heading into, we've come back and won most of them. I mean, there's a couple games, of course, that we've lost, but we've had our, fair share of them. But we've played pretty well in this March to October, and of course the Blue Jays results replicate that, as we're 114-38 or something like that, something crazy record like that. We have Alek Manoah, who's 18-1 with his regular season record, who's on an ERA of 1. We've got Vladimir Guerrero, who's likely going to win the MVP, batting 320. We got George Springer batting way over 300. Teoscar Hernandez is batting 330. This team's insane. The Blue Jays are the team to beat heading into the playoffs here. They will, no matter what, be the 1 seed. If we could lose every single game, I believe, for the rest of the season, and we'd still be the 1 seed. So in this game against the Orioles, though, we're trying to maintain our lead, trying to continue our momentum, because that's going to be huge. I mean, if we go to the playoffs with full momentum, we're going to be nasty. But if we go in there losing a bunch of games, losing games to, again, the Orioles of all teams here in Camden Yards, if we're going to the playoffs losing games like that, our momentum is going to be down. They're going to throw us into games we're going to be losing, and we don't want to be losing the playoffs, especially when I'm hopping in against teams that are playoff squads. Yeah, we can hop in against the Twins and the Orioles when we're down, but if we're hopping in there against, I don't know, the Astros or the Yankees, I mean, we could probably beat the Yankees, but teams like the Astros, by the way, what a play by Tim Meiza coming off the mound. They're going to call him safe, but we're going to challenge this. Put the headset on. That was an amazing play by Tim Meiza. My goodness. Coming off the mound, he's a left-handed pitcher, throws it, he flings it on over to Vladdy. We still get the out. My goodness, they reversed the call on the field. That was nasty. That was nasty from Tim Meiza, as Austin Hayes going to ground out to Vladdy. Vladdy to Meiza. Meiza's everywhere on this field right now. But yeah, we don't want to be going down into games against guys like the Astros or whatnot. So hopefully we can have a full momentum meter going into the playoffs, and then we can get put into games where we're in the lead, we're winning 3-1, we're winning 2-1, or even, hell, we're tied playing games at home in the playoffs. Because again, this is baseball, man. First round of the playoffs, you can win as many games you want in the regular season. We're going to win 120 games in the regular season. You get to the playoffs, you'll lose 3 games in the first round, and you're out of there. That's just how baseball playoffs work, man. Again, I'm not totally for the 5-game set still. Hell, you look at the NBA, right? They play 82 games, and you're going to get a 7-game series with a 1-8 seed every single year. Hell, this year, that's a terrible hit by Bo Bichette, but it gets through. Hit's a hit, I guess. We're going to try to test Austin Hayes in the play, and oh my goodness, Austin Hayes is going to gun us down. Oh my, Danny Jansen is hosed down there. Going back to my point about the NBA playoffs and the MLB playoffs. So yeah, or even NHL too, but this year in the playoffs, we're going to get a 1-seed Suns versus, I don't know, the Clippers or the Pelicans or the Spurs. We don't need to see a 7-game series. We don't need the Suns beating those teams 4 times. And yet in the MLB, you have competitive series because no bad teams are in the playoffs in the MLB. The NBA, okay, you can get some bad 8 seeds, or hell, even this year, the 10-seed Spurs, that team isn't great. I know the Lakers missed the playoffs, which was ridiculous as a Lakers fan. My goodness, what are we doing? But you're going to get those bad teams in the NBA playoffs that barely sneak in. But in the MLB, you got the Blue Jays here, and we're going to be taking on a 90-win team, 95-win team, because you get some good AL wildcards. And it's a 5-game set. I just think it should be 7, but again, that's a story for another day. And of course, MLB The Show has not changed the playoff seeding yet in this game. It's not retooled to be the 12-team set. It's just still 10. So we're going to have to play in the first round. We don't get a bye or nothing, as we're going to be the Baltimore Orioles. Jordan Romano is going to get us out this game, picking up the save. Alek Manoah is 21-1 now. My goodness, this guy's building up like an Undertaker type streak right now. That's crazy. All right, so the Blue Jays keep on winning. We've only got a couple games left here in this regular season. Let's see our next moment as success. We got to keep this momentum bar filled up, man, going into the postseason. Let's see what next game we will hop into. As again, the Blue Jays are coming up on 80 games over 500, something crazy like that, as we will sweep the Orioles, taking on the Rangers. We win the first, the second we win. Can we get the sweep? We do not. All right, we lose, but Taking on Tampa Bay, win the first, lose the second, win the third. Orioles series, win, win, and win. Phillies, lose, lose. Okay, Rays, win, win, win. And we'll play the series finale, trying to sweep the Rays here at the Trop in St. Pete, set the all-time season record with the victory. The problem is we're down by 2 in the top of the 8th inning, so let's try to come baback. Nick Anderson is pitching for Tampa Bay. I don't know why Raimel Tapia is in the game instead of George Springer, but he's going to ground out to kick off this inning. So 1 down for Bo Bichette. Bichette now on the 0-0 count, gonna pull a fastball deep near left field. Yeah, we're at the Trop. That's getting out. Oh my goodness. That's a Tropicana Field home run right there. Bo Bichette will line 353 feet. He'll pick up his 27th home run of the year, and it will get the Blue Jays within now 1 run of the Rays. Let's see if we can come back now with Vladimir Guerrero up on the empty count. Vladdy, though, just doesn't get all of that fastball. He'll put one straight in the ground. Wander Franco over to first to G-Man Choi. 2 down now in the inning for Teoscar Hernandez on the empty again. Hernandez, though, gonna hit that 12-6 perfectly. Deep right center field. That ball's gonna get down over the leaping play right there by the right fielder. That ball will get down. So Teoscar Hernandez is on with a 2-out double. Now the plate will be Kevin Biggio on the 2-1. Anderson deals. Biggio, though, just under the fastball in the left field. It will be caught, and we will now head to the bottom of the 8th inning. Down by 1, run up the plate. For the Rays will be Austin Meadows, by the way. Pitching for Toronto will be Tim Maiza. There will be a ground out to Santiago Espinal. 1 down now in the inning for G-Man Choi on the 0-2 count. Swing and a miss. G-Man Choi is going to go down on the slider. 2 down now in the inning for Francisco Mejia. The switch hitting catcher on the 2-2 count puts 1 on the ground. Oh, Vladdy with the dive. He knocks it down. Guerrero over to Maiza. We're going to make the play as we now go to the top of the 9th inning. Can the Blue Jays stay in this one? Because Andrew Nittridge now pitching for Tampa Bay, and Matt Chapman is going to be on it with a lead-off single up the middle. Go-ahead run now heads into the batter's box for the Jays. It will be Andrew McCutchen on the 0-2 count. McCutchen, though, just doesn't get all of the sinker. That ball is going to be caught in right field. Oh, where we going, Matt Chapman? All right, we're chilling. 1 down in the inning. It will now pass it on to Lourdes Gurriel Jr., who is pinch hitting for Santiago Espinal, and that's a swinging bunt to perfection right there. We'll take it. Yeah, Gurriel's going to be on first with a swinging bunt. Runners on first and second. 1 out in the inning. Hitting for the Jays is Danny Jansen. The catcher on the 0-0 count puts one straight in the ground. Oh, it's a double play turn easy. We will not break the wins record in this ball game here with the Rays. The Jays also will not sweep this series as Tampa Bay will win the 4th game. I mean, yeah, it's going to happen to you. It's one of the first games we ever lost with this March to October series, is we're, I think, going to get 1 more game left here with this MTO as we are officially in the cold. That's not good. That is not good heading into the playoffs. That's exactly what I said I did not want to happen. As we're going to take on the Yankees in this next series. We lose. Okay, we lose the series. The Red Sox, we're going to win the first game as we get into the second, the final one of this March to October regular season. Walk it off for a dramatic win. Tied up at 6 in the bottom of the 10th. We are 118-42. Manoah's the best pitcher in the game. Vladdy's the best hitter in the game. And Guerrero's up now on a 1-0 count. Let's send the fans home happy here. Guerrero on the 1-0. Oh, yeah, that's a deep shot to left field. You can kiss that one goodbye. Guerrero, no doubt about it, into left field. He's going to walk it off for the Toronto Blue Jays. They pick up yet another victory here in 2022, as of course we're just waiting for the playoffs, and that will be our next episode with the Blue Jays coming out on Friday. It will be the ALDS. We'll see our opponent in just a second here, but Vladimir Guerrero going to hit his 43rd home run of the season as the Jays walk off yet another opponent, this time in the form of the Boston Red Sox. They crowd Vladdy at the plate. What a shot in a deep left field, as again we will close out the regular season, a dominant regular season for the Toronto Blue Jays. Vladimir Guerrero hitting bombs, Bo Bichette doing it all, Lourdes Gurriel. You've got, of course, Matt Chapman, who did excellent in his first season with the Toronto Blue Jays after coming over from the Oakland Athletics. George Springer is still settling into his role now with his Blue Jays team as well. I mean, just all around, what a squad the Blue Jays did build this season, and the bullpen killed it as well. I mean, Julian Merriweather had a great year, Simber had a great year, Maiza had a good year, and of course, our closer, Jordan Romano, was excellent as well. Let's see our final record as we're going to take on the Red Sox one final time. We're not, of course, going to hop into the game, and of course, a lot of momentum is now building for the Jays as well. Let's see this final game, though, against the Sox on the 2nd of October. Of course, we lose, but our final record, we couldn't win 120. We win 119. The Jays go 119-43. I pick up 17,500 XP as well in the process, and our series in the ALDS will be against the Seattle Mariners. Okay, So the 119-win Blue Jays will take on the Mariners. The AL playoffs goes as follows. It'll just be Astros and White Sox in the other ALDS series, and then Toronto and Seattle. Seattle just beating the Los Angeles Angels to get into the spot in the ALDS. Folks, it should be a fun one coming at you on Friday, our ALDS series with the Seattle Mariners. So folks, if you haven't yet, make sure that subscribe button down below if you are enjoying the March to October. Thank y'all for watching. Leave a like as well. I'll see y'all on Friday for the ALDS, Mariners, and Blue Jays, and Mamba forever.